Goldie, you may not like it, but this is what we're going to see throughout the season. And it's going to be an ongoing thing to see how to defend this thing and how to get the ball moving upfield.
That lands in the landing zone, so Washington has to field it, and a great tackle there. That's new Dolphins Saran Neal, the special teams ace.
A lot of money tied up in that quarterback position to the Atlanta Falcons. Penix coming out for a really good, successful career at Washington. They like what they got in him, but they also got Kirk Cousins and it's going to be a good opportunity for him as well as everyone out there.
Loss of 3 on the play. Now Penix to throw for the first time. Has an open man. That's complete to Casey Washington. Number 27, Elijah Campbell there at the safety spot. Here's Penix with time, floats it down the sideline for Washington. Ethan Bonner, who can flat out fly, who's had a good camp, was there step for step. More than 1,400 yards, led all of college football. Oh, this is a wobbler. That's going to bounce. Washington trying to field it here, has some trouble. He gets away from the first man. And now Malik is taken down, so the Dolphins will start deep in their own territory at the 12.
Can't drop that ball.
Dolphins' first offensive possession of the preseason. And played over to Wilson, but he is met and taken down behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of 4 right off the bat. Late in the season, that's the focus of this team. Here's River Craycraft, across the 10, 15. Craycraft fumbles, that ball is loose, but it does roll out of bounds. A break there for the Dolphins. Thompson down the sidelines, just out of the reach of Braylon Sanders, who was on the move. Dolphins special teams coach Danny Crossman with a close eye on coverage units tonight. Wobbling kick that'll take a hop at about the 45 and then goes out of bounds at the 40. It's where the Falcons will start.
Mr. Ross and company hoping to defend that title this year with that new locker room to kick off the season.
Man, did that look sweet. You're 100% right, Mike. Penix, short throw, complete, then a fumble. That ball is loose, and the Dolphins have jumped on it at midfield. Down about Bo Camper's blocker. The Dolphins take over at midfield. Neal, the strip, and the recovery. Rucci, undrafted free agent tight end in motion. Here's Thompson rolling. He's going to tuck it. And he's got about 4 yards going out of bounds. So, Bo, let's finish up on that old no expense spared. The Miami Dolphins now, that's for sure. Little pitch here. Jeff Wilson has some room. Upended, crosses the 40, and he's got a first down. Dolphins keep it on the ground, and Wilson powers his way to a couple of yards. Little slip there from Wilson Jr., so he'll lose a yard or 2. Dolphins #1 offense in the league last year. Rushing yards, passing, total offense. Thompson over the middle under pressure, and that goes incomplete. Jason Sanders with plenty of room. Oh, that's a boot right there. Of the preseason, Jason Sanders, boy, this is nice to see from 58 yards away. Here's a little different look on the kickoff for the punter, Jake Bailey. Off. Fielded and Washington and a dog right around the 20. Penix starts at his own 20. Ball fake, fires to the near side. 10, they got Jace, rookie out of Alabama, running back. But deep, he has an open, clean midfield. And final now by Bob with help from 40-yard, and that's to the Dolphin 39. Penix again. And that's way high for Washington, who was open. Said that gave him a lot of confidence.
But he came out like a ball of fire in this training camp. We've been around a lot. And you saw flashes.
Ball
from
start.
him.
Offense. Number 80. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
He is something else. 2nd and 15. Penix over the middle. Washington is open, and that's a first down.
I remember watching Penix in Washington and the way he played in that football team. He's going to battle. He's going to battle for that starting spot for the Atlanta Falcons.
At the Dolphin 28, McClellan again in that backfield, 6th round pick. teammates with Jalen Waddle back at Alabama for a year. Here's McClellan's first carry. Met in the hole by Bonner, but look at that power. He keeps on going at the end of his college career. McClellan gets the call again. The Dolphins are stacking it up. Big Deshaun Hand was there for the push. So here's another third down. Dolphins bring the pressure. And it's incomplete. It was Quentin Bell. That great story for the Dolphins. And he went to Prairie View. He was a receiver until his senior year. He's bounced around a few teams.
Senior year, he goes to defensive tackle. How about that?
There you go. Younghoe Koo, one of the best in the league. Good from 39. Until the ball is touched or hits the ground. See, they're all still. Ball caught. Everybody can go. And here comes Washington. And he's taken down to the 27-yard line. That's where Skylar Thompson, the Dolphins offense, will begin.
Goldie, we've been around this team a lot during this preseason, and there's a different attitude, a different feel about this team. I think there's some pressure that they're...
Well, speaking of pressure, that's intercepted, and on the return is King across the 20 and finally run out of bounds on the 15-yard line.
We're going to have a good talk about that. See, got some time. Just got it over one defensive back, but the other one, a little bit of pressure.
Just trying to get it to Malik Washington. Yep. King with a good return. So the Falcons back in business. Michael Penix still in there for the Falcons. On the ground to Washington, and Dolphins with good penetration there.
I think that middle three is what they really got to concentrate on. They're playing really well so far this evening.
Healy and Hand in there now. On second down, little dump off to Washington. Has a few blocks to the 10, the 5. And he's inside the 5. Marcus May made the tackle, and Atlanta's got a first and goal.
Offensive lineman kind of let those guys run through a little bit, get out and block, and you got to be able to read when that guy's backing off and not putting a hand on you.
They pick up 13 and they're knocking on the door. Washington wrapped up and taken down. Big play by the rookie Patrick McMorris, the draft pick out of Cal.
Breaks through the line of scrimmage, got an injury down there.
Yeah, Grayson Murphy's limping off the field. Oh my, he can't get to the sideline. New Jersey, Zach Thomas as well. Penix throws complete. Fitzpatrick, the big tight end, is leaned on and finally hauled out of bounds by McMorris. Penix lobbing it. Oh, the great coverage right there. Ethan Bonner. And it's fourth down. The rookie Penix, the handoff. And Washington barrels his way in for the touchdown for the Falcons.
Turnover turns into points, give him the short field. Pretty good, pretty stout up front, but he just found a little gap to get through. It's tough to stop a big back like that.
Undrafted free agent on the practice squad last year. Gets the touchdown. Koo with the extra point. It's 10-3.
Oh, very well deserved, and really, you know, kind of a gentle giant kind of. He didn't say much.
Right.
Kind of a cuddly guy until he got on the football field. Then he was pretty much of a beast down there.
Here's the kickoff. Malik Washington with another chance. And he is hit solidly at the 27-yard line.
And they'll figure it out and make it work as the season goes along.
Jeff Wilson Jr. still in at running back. Squirts free for about a yard. That's it. Pretty good push there by the Falcons defensive line.
Some people are going to want to try to find a way for it to get longer kickoffs and maybe break some for touchdowns. But you know, again, this is going to be something that all these special teams coordinators.
Empty backfield for Thompson, trying to convert on third. Wide open is Connor in midfield. He's got it. And he's free down the sideline. 35-30. And to the 25-yard line. Opportunity Bo was knocking, and Connor answered the door.
Took care of it. You know, he's a fast guy. They saw from him, you know, in mini camps. He's had some injury problems over the years. He's been activated a few times, but they've kind of been patient with him, and hopefully right now the patience pays off and he can give you more plays like that and really get himself a position on this football team.
Out of Idaho State, Tanner Connor. You like to see that from Thompson. A couple of completions after the interception on the last drive. Thompson throws in and out of the hands of Sanders, and he took a big hit. Thompson looking, Goes to the check down. Wilson Jr. First down and more inside the 10. First and goal. Wilson Jr. charges to the 6-yard line. It's Hamilton on the tackle. And that'll end the first quarter. The Dolphins. Wilson Jr. goes in motion. Got Craycraft and Sanders on that near side with him. Thompson looking that way, throws in and out of the hands of Wilson Jr. Incomplete.
He's a big, tall kid. Looks good.
There he is in the slot. Number 88 in Aqua. Wilson, another chance. He's got it. Stretches, and he's in. Touchdown, Dolphins. Well, Wilson Jr. had one go in and out of the hands on the last play, but Thompson right back to him for 6.
You make up for it, right? Makes you feel pretty good. Skylar Thompson, pretty good throw on it, and it's pretty.
Dolphins' longtime kicker. And we are even. Let's get down to the sidelines. Mike Cunha with a special guest, quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. Mike?
Revamped or just adding on to what we've seen in the last couple of years?
Well, I don't want to give too much, but I would say we're sort of looking to add to what we've done last year.
And a little play action. Out in the flat, and that's incomplete out of the hands of McClellan.
The quarterback's coach that talked to him about that and talked about diet and all the different things, working out, getting some different exercises that are going to help him be a little bit more shifty in the backfield and do some of those things. So once they got rid of that, it was all about getting ready to play this team, being the type of team that's going to get us into the playoffs deeply.
For the Dolphins has gone to the locker room. He just walked off the field. Penix hands off, and that Dolphins D-line, Anthony Weaver, he and Mike McDaniel first met about 20 years ago when he was playing in Houston. Needham on the blitz. Did not get there, but the Dolphins are there, led by the veteran safety, Marcus May, former Florida Gator, the undrafted free agent from UCLA. Penix throws on Nick Needham. Gets the hand in there and breaks it up, intended for a Hodge, and the Dolphins defense gets off the field.
In Anthony Weaver's scheme, so that'd be a valuable asset to have him playing at that level, as we're seeing right now.
Malik Washington back with another chance. Gets by one man. And down at the 34-yard line for the rookie, Washington. Flat out fly. Number 25. Little end around. This is Washington with room. 40. Midfield. And down at the 46-yard line of the Falcons.
Play, get the little toss back, and you get speed. You put right in there, and you're looking at him because you know he can fly. And then all of a sudden you get the misdirection on him, and really well executed play.
Had a couple of real nice days practicing with the Falcons. Here's Wright for the first time. Hits the hole. Gets a couple of yards.
I think there's an abundance of those guys in this football team that's going to pay dividends down the road.
Here's Wright again. Hits the hole. Gets the first down. Knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line over on that left side. 5'11", 210 with sprinter speed. Jalen Wright gets the call again. Left side again. Wright stays on his feet. He's got another first down. Oh, Jalen Wright, welcome to the NFL. As a volunteer at Tennessee, now Chris Brooks in the game. Second-year man, play action, Thompson. And the Dolphins on the move. Jody Fortson gets his first catch. Kansas City with the Chiefs, studying under Travis Kelce at the tight end position. Here's Brooks. Going outside, cutting it in. Brooks is inside the 5-yard line. Mike McDaniel jogging down the sideline, and we do get the flags.
Delay a game, offense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
That was the highlight of the meeting with Mike. Washington charges his way to the 5-yard line. Dyler on the looking, don't incomplete.
want to be a tough running football team. Let's see if he gives it to the running back and sees if they can make it.
Right in the game. Thompson looking. Rolling. And he takes a hit. I think he's got the first down.
Looks like it.
Right at the marker. Handoff up the middle. Pretty good work there by Carlos Washington to gain a few. Sean Hand in there as well on that D-line with Isaiah Mack. That ball was loose, and the Dolphins have it. It's Mack.
Look at that.
Isaiah Mack jumping on it in a hurry. I'm not sure what was Heineke thinking the play was dead?
He must have. I mean, he didn't even go after it.
Yeah, he's trying to say,
offsides.
My guys moved.
No. Yeah, call a penalty on us.
Yeah.
There you go. Nose tackles green.
So Mack with the recovery right after the Dolphins were unable to convert the fourth down, and they're right back in business.
I told you that challenge was wrong.
Here's Jalen right up the middle, and he's in. Touchdown! The rookie out of Tennessee in the end zone. And then Jalen Wright, couple of running backs, find the end zone. Another pretty good block there by Malik Washington.
Tanner Connor got a little blocking.
Well, a lot has happened for a preseason game in about a quarter and a half here tonight. Sanders makes it 17-10. Dolphins. Bailey puts it in the end zone. They'll try for the run back. Slipped and down at the 20 is Drummond. Play fake. Heineke pressured by Brown, gets rid of it. And that's complete, taken down by Curtis Bolton. Let's go down to the sideline.
Does a really good job of mimicking the corners they would see week in and week out on opposing teams. That's where these guys gained a lot of respect for him. And of course, you gotta respect the speed. Everyone says it. He's one of the fastest guys on this team. Goldie?
Thanks, Mike. Incomplete there, and there's another one of those DBs.
That's going to be a very, very tough challenge. Tough cuts coming in that room.
And a lot of people out of that draft a little bit surprised that Duck wasn't drafted. There's Heineke on third down, again down the sideline. And again, Storm Duck is back there in coverage against KC Washington. Odell has not practiced yet during training camp. Of course, a veteran. Expected to be the Dolphins' third receiver. Here's Washington with another chance. He's had quite a night. Crosses midfield. Still on his feet. Bangs his way to the Atlanta 46-yard line. He's paying very close attention to this preseason game. Jalen Wright at running back gets the pitch. Not a lot of room there. They did pick up a couple.
By the way, good luck trying to figure out the best player in South Florida for the Nat Moore Trophy.
Oh, he's next to Thompson. They fake it. Skyler throws in and out of the hands of his intended man, Willie Snead. Right now goes into the slot up top. And that's well out of the reach of Jalen Wright. And Brooks is back for the Falcons. And they'll take the delay of game. So it'll back them up 5.
On being a little bit better on the special teams. All the units on the special teams.
High boot by Bailey. And that'll bounce out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
500 points and he's still tweaking the offense.
And he's got some new weapons. Washington and Wright, the rookies, have certainly looked good tonight. Now it's Williams on the run for the Falcons, a gain of 2.
He's changed 30% of this offense in the years that he's been here already.
Bonner got a piece first, and then it's finished off by McMorris and Channing Tindall getting in there as well. Change with the talent that he has. We look at the Dolphins secondary here making the play.
Bonner, you talk about Bonner's speed. Stepping up, playing the run. He kind of talks to the players and commiserates with them to come up with what he thinks fits both he and the players that he's got in the field. Very good play there. He can get back anywhere to where he was, certainly in his first 3 years. But what a talented group of receivers you're going to have.
Malik Washington, his 6th return of the night. Able to shed one tackle, and then he is hit high. Thompson has to get out of trouble. Looking for a man. Signaling. Throws. Oh, nearly intercepted. He was looking for McGowan. And King, who had the pick earlier in the game, had his hands on that. Now in there, including Andrew Meyer at center. At a UTEP. Up the middle for Wright. And he is a load to bring down. He gets to midfield for a gain of 8.
Carry.
You can tell how much his teammates really like him because you see Austin Jackson, Kendall Lamb, Rob Jones, all the vets on that O-line coming over to him, helping him in between series, giving him advice. So it's actually been really cool to watch from my vantage point.
Was the Major General and President of Nigeria. He lived there for a couple of years as a kid. There goes Wright again, using that power across the 40.
You know, we talked about Jason Maitre earlier. We haven't seen much of him, but he's been one of the guys that the coaches talk about. He was a guy that was got in because of a rookie minicamp tryout. Number 43 linebacker.
The run loses 3. So now 3rd down, trying to get back into field goal range. Oh, he tried to sneak it in there to Washington, but that is incomplete with Antonio Hamilton in coverage. And now there's a little false start on that left side. Here comes Tyndall on the blitz, and he's got him. Channing Tyndall with the speed untouched.
Play. You know, he was just before the play, he was kind of turning around, telling it.
And it is McGowan. Shakes a tackle at the 20. And he's out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Here we go, Bo. South Florida's own Pembroke Pines, Mike White in the game at quarterback.
Trying to get the upper hand on the guys you're battling with.
Penalty on the kickoffs. The Dolphins start at the 15. Jalen Wright still in there. That time met at the line of scrimmage. And he's taken down. So Wright had some big plays in that first half. Ryan Hayes out of Michigan on the other side at right tackle, 2nd-year man. Here's Mike White to throw for the first time. Going deep for Washington. And that's incomplete. First, White goes. Ball is tipped to the line. And it is complete. Damone Harris, the lineman for the Falcons, got a big paw on that, and now Bailey's ready. High booming kick. Puts Brooks back at the 31. He's got some room. 45, and midfield down the sideline and out of bounds. They start at the Finns 48. And the run there by the rookie McClellan.
He's bought into it. Even during the offseason, he was having his coaches, all the meetings came at 924, 724, just to have that number ingrained in her. And I think it's carried on through the players. You know, it's easy to talk about.
Offense, number 80. 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
His thoughts on this team, you can see from every player on that team when you talk about him, it comes up almost every time you speak to him.
Yeah, and Anthony Weaver, I mean, you talk about being in that Baltimore.
Bring that in, and you know, that people look at that, and players look at that, and they go, well, you know, what did you do? How'd you get, you know, so all of that, and I think.
And Koo puts it right through the uprights. So Atlanta inches closer. The Dolphins' lead is now 17-13. Dynamic kickoff. And this one, they decide to sail it in the end zone, and that's where McGowan will take a knee now. That's a good play. They'll get it at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, you know, you're going to get it at the 20 there or get it at the 30 there. And
I don't think they're going to kick it into the end zone. They're going to try to make you return it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a fumble. Little problem on the exchange with White and Wright.
In situations when you get in the red zone, you know, 3rd and 3, you know, situations like that where
That's a big catch and run. And Mike White to Tanner Connors had a couple of catches in this
Another
game.
good catch by Tanner Connors. He's down. He got just an elbow right between the flak jacket and his hip, and looked like a rib thing. And I would be upset if I was him too, because he's having a nice opportunity, a nice night.
Everything runs rather smoothly, and that's important for those two who are in this QB competition, guys.
Well, the throw there, oh, that's a big hit and a ball jarred loose.
You know, I think that the balance of the veterans and the rookies that they've brought in, or the young guys they brought in, really have done a good service to the team.
Look out! Here goes Wright. Inside the 40 for the first down.
Ball team with talking about speed. Look, going one way, gets to the numbers, let me find another way, and just simply outruns the backside pursuit. Got some blocking down on that side too. And it's another thing for the guy that's got the ball. It's all part of the package that they've got going.
Yeah, McGowan was downfield with the block. We saw Malik Washington in the first half with a few of those. There's Brooks. Players want to play here. They think this team can win, and they want to play for Mike McDaniel.
I think there's a couple things, and I think number one thing is Mike McDaniel and the way he handles his football team. You know, it said there's that old school, the Tom Landrys, the Chuck Knowles. They play on different teams. They're changing teams all the time. So, and people talk about it, and they go, they're willing to come here for a number of reasons. First, there's no state taxes, but with a guy like Mike McDaniel and
Sanders is perfect again. So the Dolphins lead back up to 7. The kicker on the kickoffs, and Sanders will just blast this one all the way through and just give him the ball at the 30.
And when you're trying to make a football team and you're relying on special teams, all you got is punt return to try to make something happen. So,
free agents on that D line to go along with Zach Sealer, had that amazing season last year. That one nearly picked off. It was McMorris, who's had himself a nice night tonight, his NFL debut. Got former Golden Panther from FIU, Tyir Tart, who is signed on that D-line.
But he continues to work hard, continues to improve on his game.
Third down, it's Johnson in the coverage again for the Dolphins. Incomplete. Beverly Hills, Michigan. I'll tell you that. And that's all I can tell you. This ball will take a bounce and then fielded by McGowan at the 30. And he'll take it up to the 35-yard line. Out to the legend, wasn't a first rounder, but the voice of the Dolphins, Jimmy Sepulveda.
That's right.
Penn State guy. Jimmy over on the radio side tonight, along with.
But it was a movie with Sylvester Stallone.
You can see on CBS and Paramount Plus, just to let you know. Here's Mike White over the middle. Ooh, nearly intercepted. Stepping up was Trey Tarpley to get a hand on it on third downs tonight. Dolphins trying to pick this one up. White over the middle, incomplete. That pocket started to collapse. White went down, and it's fourth down. Bailey to punt. Dylan Drummond is deep.
There goes away. How about that?
It's rolling. Bo, did you throw the hands up?
Even your son partaking in the wave.
There you go. Drummond slides down, and good
Whether
chance.
it's next week or the week after in Tampa.
Coach Bo Camper says he's in next week. I'm holding you to it.
There you go.
You got 8 days to maybe be wrong.
Okay, well, let me ask.
Look, there's two kinds of people. Those that love the wave and those that love it that won't admit it. That's it.
There you go.
Heineke still in at quarterback for the Falcons. Washington with the run. He's taken out of bounds. Bolton was in there on that tackle for the Dolphins.
That, huh? Yeah.
Well, they're getting a good look at a number of the defensive linemen.
Yeah.
That time, once again, I'll tell you, it's been impressive.
So you can tell it's a mix and match group out there.
Now let me ask you. That hit made by Duck coming up. There's Perry, the speedster. He was actually a sprinter in college on Colorado's track team. No surprise, the Dolphins got him. Here's a deep ball, but good job by Jason Maitre.
And then you put Calais Campbell on the other side. He's about 6'8". You know, that's going to be a stout line for them when they get going.
Yeah, Benito Jones is back.
Yep.
Second stint with the Dolphins. The interior of that line. This is McGowan on the punt return. He leaps one man and Chris Brooks met in the backfield and taken down.
But that's going to be a tough look. It's just like the cornerback room. It's just like the wide receiver room. This team has put a lot of talent in look.
They were all made.
He did the roller coaster. He said he came up with a roller coaster on his own.
Yeah.
He said they doubted him on it, but it came through.
It was the best. We're going to get a penalty on the Dolphins in the backfield. So the run by White will come back.
Holding offense number 76. 10-yard penalty.
That's on Ryan
Penalty
Hayes.
is declined. 4th down.
Get the ball out of the punt.
Now that's a great boot by Bailey. Sending Drummond to the sideline, and there's no return. Let's see where they spot it.
And being the leaders that can be vocal. And I think this room, even if there's a guy on that list that's not playing much, he can stand up and he can tell you about the experience.
He wants you to just be who you are. Don't try to change. Don't waste energy changing and trying to act a certain way.
Everyone else will feel
Personal
good about
foul.
it.
Chop block. Offense number 69. It's a 15-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down.
This is where you play it. Like, the game was a lot different. What a plight to NFL head coach for Mike McDaniel. Become much sharper. And you talk about an offense and bringing in players and then tailoring plays and sticking with those plays even if they don't work a few times. That's incomplete.
Phillips space. You usually seeing guys from the United States going up to play in Canada, not the Canadian guys coming down here and playing in the United States. But he's one of those guys that's in the mix.
He took the drive the morning of the game, went back the next day. White was okay with it.
I think he had to beg a little bit, but she was okay with it.
Well, he wanted to come to the parade, and he said, no. Mike White getting the second half at quarterback after Skylar Thompson played the first half. Here's White. Now, doesn't have a man open, so he'll check it down, and a short gain. Let's go to the sideline. Here's Mike.
What's it been like? Has it compared to other defenses you played in?
Yeah, it has a chance to be really special. You know, I think we are going to be really good. You know, against the run. I think we'll be physical. I think we'll get out of the quarterback pressures. We call it getting through the mud when you, have to earn your way. Like, you undrafted free agent, got cut, had to fight his way, and now he's a star, And
Here for the Falcons was with Anthony Weaver in Baltimore when Weaver was D-line coach. Chris Brooks, some hard running on this drive. And
was that kind of guy in Miami. Been like that guy all the way through. So I think there's a lot of things that he can teach.
Now that one's going to be off target. So the miss that time from 58. You got your
Andy Griffin.
Right. He was the grizzled old boy. Well, Bo's got the Rockford Files going on, Matlock going on, And now Rourke, who went to college at Ohio University, actually won 3 straight bowl games at Ohio from 2017 and 19.
They get they pay a lot of money to Kirk Cousins.
Number 75. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
At quarterback as well. So Cousins comes off the Achilles injury. I know a lot of people are surprised. They figured, hey, Raheem Morris comes in.
Hopefully they can manage it, because it really, when you look at it from a standpoint of a longer duration with good quarterback, I think it's a pretty good move. Although there's a big investment in it.
5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Good quarterback job, as Mike McDaniel described it, neck and neck between Skylar Thompson and Mike White. Here's Rourke, way out of the reach of his intended man, the tight end Stockner.
That are available that haven't been signed or get released. Do you say, well, maybe we need to go and get somebody else in here, instead of keeping these guys again for another year? So,
maybe get a home game or two and not have to go to Buffalo and Kansas City in January. Try to win the division, beating out the Bills. Brooks in it, running back. Not much there. Number 60 at center, undrafted free agent. Harley's the man in motion. And White looks, fires over the middle. And that is broken up, intended for McGowan. Now Myers in there now, out of UTEP. Pass to Brooks. That goes incomplete. It's worked out well for you. Now, for everybody else, all the kids watching tonight, school.
Don't
important.
Yeah, don't follow my path.
No.
Believe me.
No looking out the window. Get your work done. Good luck to everybody back to school, all the students and all the great teachers in South Florida coming up. Get a flag here on the return by Drummond.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both by the return team. Holding 81, that penalty is declined. Personal foul, blindside block, number 45. That penalty is accepted 15 yards from the end of the run.
There was only Isaiah Johnson. I was just trying to be nice to Mike because people love him in the stands, but you know, if there's a little sensitivity in preseason games.
It's a little early for the shots is all I'm saying.
Out there every day, a lot of corrections being made right on the spot in practice. Rourke gets away from some trouble, gets rid of the football. That's incomplete. Terrific push there, Isaiah Mack.
You watch every time. I think every time I see Patrick Paul come out, he goes over to him and talks to him, as well as he does all the guys that are playing that tackle position. He's got to touch the ball.
That's a free ball, and did Needham get it back? He did not. And the Falcons have it. Washington on the recovery. It hit him. You see Needham. That ball's going to bounce. And there's the touch on the leg. And that's a free football.
You learned that in high school. Ball on the ground like that, get away from it. Nick goes back.
Try to tie this game. Washington. After Washington's gain of 2, he'll try again, and nothing doing. That Dolphin defense, Bolton was in there. Rourke throws, and that's complete, and a broken tackle. And it's down to the 3-yard line. O.J. Hilaire.
He slipped the tackle.
Rourke to throw, incomplete. He was looking for Hilaire again, and Storm Duck in the coverage for the Dolphins. Washington is wrapped up and taken down. Leonard Payne, the undrafted free agent out of Colorado, makes the play.
Well, they've been good against the run all night long, Gold. Really good. Third downs. What's how many third down? How many first downs they have, Gold?
Falcons are 2 for 14 on third down.
Yeah.
They've helped up front for the Dolphins. Rourke buys some time. Pump fakes. Still with time. He's going to run it. And he's banged out of bounds at the 2-yard line by Duck. And it's 4th and goal. It is 4th and goal for Atlanta at the 2. Rourke throws. Incomplete. The Dolphins defense. Anthony Weaver likes it.
Winning games.
Here comes Brooks. Lowering the shoulder and getting a few.
And then the whole secondary. I think this whole defense held up against this football team very, very well. Anthony Weaver still going to have a lot of things that he can teach. He still has a lot of mistakes that they have to correct, but that goes along with it, with getting a team better.
White gets out of trouble. Does he have enough room? He slides. Right near the first down marker. That's been around now for like 20 years. Yeah. A lot of them know each other well. This is going to be a quick review.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. It's 4th down.
All right, it is 4th down.
Miami has 1 challenge remaining.
Bailey in his end zone. End over end to midfield. Fair catch called. And the Falcons take over with 3:10 to go. Rourke rolls out. Pass complete. Matthews for Atlanta runs out of bounds.
Tyndall.
That seemed like an of relief, I think, for me.
No doubt, no
Okay.
doubt.
Okay.
You know, I can remember playing in preseason games, and you got overtime. And
Unreal. Rourke out in the flat. And he's got his man, Colbert, for the Dolphins.
you know, they're the foibles or what they've done wrong. And so, and the best thing that you come away with a win. I've always been a guy that was taught that whether you're playing preseason.
Rourke up the middle. He's got the first down and more. To the 15. Inside the 10 and finally taken down by Tyndall. Free agents at defensive back for the Dolphins. Rourke out of the gun. Looks and throws. Incomplete. Colbert had the coverage. And once again, including the Rourke scramble that kept this drive alive. Maitre on the blitz. The throw is caught, but it is out of bounds from Hilaire. And the Dolphins are going to hang on to this one. All right, the Dolphins can just take a knee and end this preseason marathon in game number 1. And that'll do it. McDaniel will find his buddy Raheem Morris for the handshake. And the Dolphins win the preseason opener 20-13. We'll be right back to Hard Rock Stadium in a moment.